the playoffs. We're going to split this up with 4 locks that I have in the NFC and 4 locks that I have in the AFC. Let's start with the AFC. And it's needless to say, the number one and top team are your Super Bowl champions, your AFC West leading Kansas City Chiefs. They went 12-4 last year. They got Hall of Fame caliber Patrick Mahomes, stout defense, and I'm telling you right now, guys, they are a lock in my books to go to the playoffs. The second team that I have in the playoffs, which is going to be a lock from the AFC, are the Baltimore Ravens. They're a team that are led by Lamar Jackson, the speedy and talented, and just the dynamic receiving core, and offensive team that they have with them, and that defense. And with John Harbaugh being the coach, as well as he's been coaching that team, I think that they will be a lock for the playoffs and winning the AFC North, needless to say. The third team that I think will make the playoffs, and this is kind of a surprise to some, this is a lock, it's the Tennessee Titans. They're led by that beast of a running back, Derrick Henry. They got a good veteran quarterback in Ryan Tannehill. Mike Vrabel has brought good defense and good schemes to that city and to that Titans organization. I think that they're going to be able to wreak havoc and do a lot of good things that they weren't able to do. And they're going to surprise a lot of people that didn't believe in them, just like last year. My fourth and final team, which is a lock in the AFC, is going to be the Buffalo Bills. With Tom Brady leaving for the Buccaneers, the AFC East is wide open. They're the only team that really has a lot of talent in that whole division. They have Josh Allen, who's improving. They added Stephon Diggs. They got a good, strong, young, talented defense. I think they're going to win the AFC East, and they're going to win it for years to come. Bad news for my father because he's a Jets fan. But you know what? That's just the reality of it. Buffalo built right. The Jets, they suck. Now, moving to the NFC East. It starts with and always will be on the top of the list for everybody and anybody in the NFL, the best organization in football, the greatest franchise, the NFL, the Green Bay Packers. They are talented with a lot of teams fighting them, but they have a really good quarterback, which is a Hall of Famer already. They have Aaron Jones. They got Devontae Adams. They've added some good young pieces along in the draft, and they're 13-3 last year. Now, remember one thing, that if you've gone 13-3, you've earned 13-3, period. Anyways, I think the Packers are going to win the NFC North. It'll be a bit of a battle, but they will pull it off. And, although we've let some players walk in free agency, we have picked up some good ones in the mix. I'm disappointed that we drafted Jordan Love, but, we'll see how that thing works out in the future. Maybe we'll use him like they used that guy in New Orleans, Jason Hill. Next, the second block in the NFC that is, are the San Francisco 49ers. They got close last year. They were in the Super Bowl. They've got a crazy talented team on offense and defense. Kyle Shanahan's got just some creative offensive ideas. That defense under the defensive coordinator Robert Saleh has just come along so far. I think that with them losing in the Super Bowl last year, it's just going to motivate them and get them that much more closer to actually winning it. Of course, I think the Packers will win the Super Bowl, but the 49ers will be a lock in the NFC West and to be in the playoffs. Third team that are always there are the New Orleans Saints. For some reason, they always end up losing to the Vikings in the playoffs. I mean, that's just like their kryptonite. But I think this year they'll be able to probably break the curse with Drew Brees and Michael Thomas, the rest of the offense being there, paired with a good defense. Don't forget, Malcolm Jenkins coming over from the Philadelphia Eagles is a big addition to that defense. He brings leadership and really good qualities to the secondary, which is a weakness that the Saints have had for so many years. I think they're going to stave off the Buccaneers, but at the end of the day, they will be a lock in the playoffs. And the fourth and final team that I believe is a lock in the NFC is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers added Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski. They re-signed Sue on defense. They've got Mike Evans. That team is built for a playoff run. Now, they're not going to win the division, but they will be a wild card, and they're going to make a lot of noise. I'm going to go ahead and give you an honorable mention. I think the other lock, one extra lock in the NFC is going to be the Seattle Seahawks, and one extra lock in the AFC is going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger coming back, big deal. Now, what do y'all think? Any teams I might have missed out on the list? I know you Cowboy fans out there are probably hating me, but your team just sucks. Let's just be real. Tell me a list of teams that you think will probably make it. If you don't like what I said, go in the comment section and write what you feel. I do think that this NFL season will be great and will provide us fans with something to do during the quarantine, with or without fans in the stands. We still should watch some high quality football this year, as long as they get started. Well, I gotta end this video here. I've taken a lot of time here, one of my longer videos. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.